Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, the #1 Vikings fan extraordinaire, Adam Boyer. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel, watching this video today. Today we're going to be continuing our way too early prediction series. Hopefully we're going to get them all wrapped up before the draft. Yes, today we are going to be continuing. We've done the NFC North, AFC West, I guess I should say that in a different order, AFC West, NFC North. Now we're returning back to the AFC and doing the AFC East. Thank you so much for coming back again. As I said, I really do appreciate it, really do mean it. It would be awesome if you could subscribe. We're at 170 subscribers now, so if you could subscribe and help out the channel, that would be awesome. That would be tremendous and would be greatly appreciated. And if you do like the video, if you would let me know by liking it, that would also be greatly appreciated. So, let's get right into our video. Starting off, and to the surprise of absolutely no one, we have the New York Jets as the bottom feeders, and I have them going 3-14. Now, here's the thing. I do not necessarily think the Jets are or should be a 3-14 team per se. I think they have some talent. Zach Wilson can definitely grow in year 2, especially if they put a few more weapons around him, maybe through the draft. The problem is the Jets' schedule really is not very easy at all. Even for a team like my Vikings or something, this is not a super easy schedule. So that's why I have the Jets going 3-14, and their ceiling being at just 6-11. That is by far the lowest ceiling of any of these teams, and I will say it's the only ceiling that is still a losing record. I don't have too much hope for the Jets this upcoming season, but maybe the one after this season. They're rebuilding, maybe starting to finally get some pieces in place. As far as their floor goes, I do have, yes, 0-17. I do think, looking at their schedule, that they could be swept by everyone they play. I do think it could be a slaughter, pretty much with everyone they play. Maybe just a couple close games, but they drop all of them. I don't know. The Jets, they're definitely not a boom or bust team. They're definitely more of a bust team, but their boom, I guess, would be 6-11 ceiling, maybe max 8 wins, but I really don't think so. That's why I put their ceiling at 6-11 realistically. Moving on to number 2, we have the Miami Dolphins at 9-8. You know, it really is a shame for the Dolphins that they play in a division where you have the Buffalo Bills and New England Patriots. Both the Patriots are kind of getting back to contention. The Bills are, for the first time in years. The Bills are going to be contending for AFC Championship games and Super Bowls for years to come. So it's really kind of rough for the Dolphins because I think their offense is going to be pretty good this year. They've added that offensive line a lot. They brought in Tyreek Hill to give another weapon to Tua. Did a lot of stuff. I think they brought in Cedric Wilson. And so I just don't have a ton of hope for them, even though that great offense. I don't know how good their defense is going to be. I would guess it's going to be about the middle of the pack. And so it's going to be enough to get them a winning record, I think, just not near enough to win the division. However, I do have their ceiling being at 12-5, which would be good enough if my first place team, which we'll get to in a minute, hit their floor. Then 12-5, the Dolphins' ceiling would be good enough to win the division. So, I mean, I'm not putting it out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, and then I do have the floor at being the exact opposite, 5-12. Their floor, yeah, see, I do think the Dolphins, unlike the Jets, really are a true boom or bust team. I think their offense could carry them. Their defense could end up being pretty good, and they'll rock it all the way up there, you know. But they could also kind of flop, surprise everyone, and go like 5-12 under their new head coach, Mike McDaniel. And right here in the middle of the video, let me just pause and add a quick disclaimer. For anyone who is watching this and wondering, no, these predictions, I'm not going to say they're not supposed to be accurate, but they're only supposed to be as accurate as you can possibly be, hence the title Way Too Early Predictions, because really no one knows what's going to happen, especially before the draft, but even up until really a couple months before the regular season, we don't always have a great idea of how the teams are going to play. So let me just add that in there, and we move on to our second place team in the AFC East. It is the New England Patriots at 10-7. The Patriots, I'm going to go ahead and say their ceiling and floor. Ceiling 14-3, and if they really disappointed, which I seriously doubt will happen, 6-11 would be their floor. They could rebound and get back to like they were in the Brady era. You see that 14-3 ceiling. yeah, I think they have a lot of potential, especially with that defense, that running game supporting Mac Jones, a good offensive line. The Patriots have all the places in piece to become a contender and win their division, were it not for our next team, and that is the Buffalo Bills, who I'm sitting at 14-3. This is a combination of things. The Bills, I think, have a very, very good team. They added Von Miller, didn't really lose any key guys, to my knowledge at least. And here's the thing, too. Their schedule really is not that hard. I can see them getting more than 14 wins, and I had their ceiling at 17-0. I do think they could go undefeated. You have the Jets, whose floor is 0-17, the Bills, whose ceiling is 17-0. So yeah, we've got a little bit of everything in this division. And I have their floor, only team whose floor is a winning record still, and I have it being 10-7. I really do not see them doing worse than that, especially considering the schedule they have. So yeah, the AFC East as a whole I think will be pretty good. I think the Bills and Patriots will make the playoffs. I'm not positive about the Dolphins. It could be yet again, as is kind of the Dolphin way. Could be another winning season and no playoffs for them. And then the Jets, the Jets, you know, they're there. That's about all we can say for them. They could set a record for the most losing games ever in a season. They could go 0-17, so that would be something. They get the first overall draft pick. So yeah, look on the bright side, Jets fans. Anyway, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to subscribe. As I said, there should be a button appearing over here that you can click on and subscribe. Should also be maybe one playlist and one video. Check out that other video, you might be interested, and then look at the playlist too. All my NFL off-season videos there, not concerning the Commanders, of course. I have a separate playlist for that you can check out on my channel. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. I am the Viskins fan, and I'm out of here. See you later.